I'm Judy. I'm Katie. I'm Maggie. We're with Sister Sledge Coffee Cafe and Wine Bar. We were raised to host. This really satisfies our need to be a community, create community, and be part of a community, and this is a great place.
The way they support artists and what they do for the community, it just made me feel like I was at home. They inspire me so much. They inspire artists to create art, so I decided to put them in front of the lens.
We just wanted to be a place where people met and actually talked. I don't think you can work your way past difficult situation unless you actually are willing to talk to people. Everybody's part of the community, whether we agree or disagree.
We all have a million stories to tell within ourselves, and something I love about these sisters is the way they encourage camaraderie within the community. It's a perfect representation of it's the people in and of itself.